This weekend isn't just the fifth Sunday in Ordinary Time, it's also Super Bowl Sunday. The New England Patriots face off with the Philadelphia Eagles in the 52nd NFL Championship. Tickets have jumped to all-time highs, with some selling online for north of $20,000 each. This year's game is taking place in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But there's a darker side to one of America's biggest sporting events of the year, human trafficking. Haley Halverson is the Vice President of Advocacy and Outreach at the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. Haley, thanks so much for coming back and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Last year's Super Bowl, there was over 186 buyers. There were 9 sex traffickers arrested in Houston where it was held. That's according to law enforcement there. What is being done to stop this particular issue, and how can sports fans help?
Well, we're seeing people in the federal government, local law enforcement, nonprofits, and churches all working together on the ground level in preparation of the Super Bowl and during to identify victims and potential trafficking scenarios. And individuals who are going to the game can also help by keeping an eye out, recognizing if someone looks concerned or lost, if they see someone who potentially is not in control of where they're going. So they can keep an eye out for trafficking victims as well.
Many people may not even realize just how dangerous of a situation this is, especially on the Super Bowl weekend. You're running, in fact, to let people know about this, a social media campaign. This is the second year in a row, I believe, for y'all's organization. What exactly is the message? What are you trying to get across to people?
Well, the Tackle Demand campaign, as you said, it's led by our organization, the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, and it blasts a social media message during the Super Bowl against combating the demand for commercial sex, recognizing that game day is not an excuse to go out and to buy sex from a woman, child, or man, and that when someone does engage in that behavior, they are contributing to the market for sex trafficking.
And of course, you know, this is something that people have to keep in mind wherever the Super Bowl is being held every year, but many Americans may not feel like this issue impacts them. If they don't live in the city where the Super Bowl is being held, they don't think about this necessarily very much. Why does this impact your regular Americans? Why should regular folks care about this?
Well, sex trafficking happens everywhere, unfortunately, not just at the Super Bowl, especially at any large sporting event or convention center where there's an increased demand because there's an increased high male demographic with excess money to spend. So everyone needs to be aware of the problems, and they can participate on social media campaigns at endsexualexploitation.org/tackledemand. They can also get involved by sharing information like the human trafficking hotline number at hotels or gas stations wherever they go, having those posted places as well in their local communities.
Like you say, it's such an important issue, and awareness is so key here. Haley Halverson, Vice President of Advocacy and Outreach at the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, thanks so much.
Thank you.